Hello and welcome. It is Saturday. It is another glorious day on April 4th, 2020. And William Butler Yeats is definitely in the top 5 of my favourite poets of all time. And I woke up this morning and I thought of the time I spent with my daughter in Dublin last year. And we really both loved and enjoyed an amazing exhibition. It's the Yeats exhibition at the National Library. And it was such a glorious day we had. And I miss my daughter very much. And I haven't seen her since Christmas. And her plans to come home, well, you can imagine what happened. She was supposed to be here in March. Flight was booked, had to be cancelled again. And and even if we FaceTime on a regular basis, it's just not the same as seeing her. And then I found this beautiful poem by Yeats from 1919, that was written for Anne, his daughter, that he had with Georgie Hyde-Lees, whom Yeats married after his last marriage proposal to Maud Gonne was rejected in 1916. And in this poem, Yeats watches his sleeping daughter and thinks of all the things he wishes for her, like beauty, but not too much beauty, and a personality that is free from hate. So who wouldn't want to wish something like that for their little girl? So this one is for my girl. And this poem is called A Prayer for My Daughter. Once more the storm is howling and half hid under this cradle hood and coverlid. My child sleeps on, there is no obstacle, but Gregory's wood in one bare hill, where by the haystack and roof-levelling wind, bread on the Atlantic can be stayed, and for an hour I have walked and prayed, because of the great gloom that is in my mind. I have walked and prayed for this young child an hour, and heard the sea wind scream upon the tower, and under the arches of the bridge and scream in the elms above the flooded stream, imagining an excited reverie that the future years had come, dancing to a frenzied drum, out of the murderous innocence of the sea. May she be granted beauty and yet not, beauty to make a stranger's eyes distraught, are hers before a looking glass for such, being made beautiful overmuch. Consider beauty a sufficient end, lose natural kindness and may be the heart-revealing intimacy that chooses right and never find a friend. Helen being chosen found life flat and dull, and later had much trouble from a fool, while that great queen that rose out of the spray, being fatherless, could have her way. Yet choose a bandy-legged smith for man, it's certain that fine women eat a crazy salad with their meat, whereby the horn of plenty is undone. In courtesy I'd have her chiefly learned, hearts are not had as a gift, but hearts are earned, by those that are not entirely beautiful, yet many they have played the fool, for beauty's self has charm made wise, and many a poor man that has roved, loved, and through himself beloved, from a glad kindness cannot take his eyes. May she become a flourishing hidden tree, that all her thoughts may be like the linnet bee, and have no business but dispensing round the magnanimities of sound, nor but the merriment begin a chase, nor but in merriment a quarrel, or may she live like some green laurel, rooted in one dear perpetual place. My mind, because the minds that I have loved, the sort of beauty that I have approved, prosper but little, has dried up of late, yet knows that to be choked with hate may well be of all evil chances chief. If there's no hatred in a mind, assault and battery of the wind can never tear the linnet from the leaf. and intellectual hatred is the worst. So let her think opinions are accursed. Have I not seen the loveliest woman born out of the mouth of plenty's horn? Because of her opinionated mind, barter that horn and every good. Be quiet natures understood, for an old bellows full of angry wind. Considering that all hatred driven hence, the soul recovers radical innocence, and learns at last that it is self-delighting, self-appeasing, self-affrightening, and that its own sweet will is heaven's will. She can, through every face should scowl, and every windy quarter howl, or every bellows burst be happy still, and may her bridegroom bring her to a house where all's accustomed ceremonious. For arrogance and hatred are the wares peddled in the thoroughfares. How but in custom and in ceremony are innocence and beauty born? Ceremony's name for the rich horn, and custom for the spreading laurel tree. So, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you again, as always, tomorrow. Take care, stay safe, stay at home, stay healthy. Bye-bye.